Welcome to For Collectors. Welcome, collectors. We are For Collectors, For Collectors. I am John, the 3D80s kid, and I am starting a new series here where I am going to do a highlights of the last month of sports card collecting videos on YouTube.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Now, I am finding this to be a huge undertaking with a whole lot of editing, and I am one person who cannot possibly watch all of the YouTube content.
Challenge accepted.
So while I have generated everything for this first video, I am asking for help from you. If you see something that is awesome in a YouTube video and you feel like it's worthy of being highlighted in my monthly recap, please send me an email at either my personal email, jecoffma@yahoo.com, or our channel email, which is forcollectors@yahoo.com. That's for as in FOUR. Yahoo doesn't let you start an email address with a number. That's forcollectors@yahoo.com. And please help me out and get your fellow YouTubers who are worthy recognized.
Why not spread the love?
Big reminder out there, we've got our big live marathon launch event coming this Sunday, August 27th, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. We'd love to have you there. There's going to be all kinds of prizes. You don't have to be there to win, but it'd be great to have you there participating in the audience. It's always more fun in a live stream with audience feedback. And all you have to do to win is be a public subscriber.
That's easy.
Or that's for one entry. So anyone has a chance at that one. And for those of you that are YouTube creators, please make us a VR advertising our marathon event, as well as showing 4 cards that remind you of 4 different YouTube channels.
That's not so hard.
So that's 2 easy ways to win. Once again, August 27th. Hope to see you there.
Hey, I'll be there with the bells on.
And so let's get started with this month's recap. So I don't know about you, but it seems like there might have been some kind of big card show going on this month. Does anybody have any idea what was going on? What exactly was this big event?
The 2023 National.
For the 2023 National.
The 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 National. The National.
The National.
The National.
National.
The Nationals.
The National.
The National.
The National.
The National.
The National.
The National.
The National. The National.
The National.
The National.
The National.
The National.
The National. The National.
The National. The National.
All right. Thanks for that. I think I got the idea between the 5, 10, 15, 20 videos all the people who attended that event made. I think we have the general idea that that was going on. But, you know, some of us were not able to go to the National. And that doesn't mean that we weren't able to pick up great cards. I do have a few highlights here to show you of people who did pick up great stuff who didn't go to the National. So let's roll those clips. First, midlife sports cards with some great T206 pickups, like this gorgeous yellow background Owen Wilson. Just love those ones. Red portrait Ginger Beaumont's really nice. Then he's got the blue Davis card, and then lastly, another red portrait with the Clark Griffith. My favorite, of course, is that yellow Owen Wilson.
Oh yeah, perfect.
The battery had some great pickups, with the highlights being this gorgeous Lindemann T206 card. You gotta love that old-timey hat. It's just awesome there.
Oh, I'm looking for some old-timey. You see, people can't seem to get enough of it.
Then he had this gorgeous Warren Spahn 1952 Bowman card. There's so many gorgeous Warren Spahn cards out there. Up next, 44 Sports Card Collection had a beer card.
Beer.
That is actually an ice cream card because of the fact that during Prohibition they were not able to publicly make their beer anymore. Eddie's Cardboard Chaos picked up some different vintage sports cards outside of baseball.
This is my favorite part coming up right now.
And it's vintage boxing. Look at all the different art and photos and different shapes of the cards. Just all kinds of vintage goodness of varying varieties. Lots of interesting things that Eddie picked up this last month. Fairweather Cards had some great pickups at a Madison, Wisconsin show, like this 51 Bowman Larry Doby card. These autographs of Jim Rice and Trevor Hoffman, both Hall of Famers there. A gorgeous SGC1 of Chief Myers T206 card. Just love that one. A 70 Thurman Munson rookie card. And then a 57 Don Drysdale rookie. And also a 55 Bowman Hank Aaron card. But the highlight of the show here was a perfect card for the name of this channel here.
Skies are blue.
With this gorgeous Tris Speaker T206. Gotta love it. Great job with the pickups. This month, Jimmy Guns provided an answer to the question posed by Simon and Garfunkel. With this gorgeous 1937 wide pen, Gaudy wide pen premium Joe DiMaggio card, a huge pickup. Congrats, Jimmy, on that one. Because I'm Carlos showed us his collecting roots, going outside of his accumulation of wrestling Mike Modano and Brett Favre cards, with these great 53 Bowman color common pickups, just gorgeous cards, just looking through them, really nice quality images and really great condition on all of these cards, so nice job, Carlos. Already owning the entire 53 Bowman set is Bowman 53, who picked up a gorgeous 53 Topps Eddie Matthews card. Lou Rock TV attended the Tampa Card Show with some YouTube friends and added to his post-war vintage Hall of Fame collection with the 57 Jim Bunning card, as well as the awesome 1960 Carl Yastrzemski rookie. Great pickups, Lou. This month, STL Puckhead also joined Lou in the 60 Yaz Rookie Club.
Welcome to the club, man.
With this gorgeous SGC graded copy of the Yastrzemski rookie. Gotta love that thing in its tuxedo. Commenting Collector has some fun with the non-sport collecting with this unopened pack from Good Times, the 70s hit sitcom.
Dynamite!
Hodges 1455 had these great Circle K cards from 1985 that are a blast for the past for me. And just a reminder to us all that no matter what your budget is, you can pick up great cards with beautiful photos, and really everyone is welcome in this hobby community.
Yeah. Anytime. They're all welcome here.
Shoebox Legends picked up some great shiny cards this month.
Shiny. I'm shiny.
Highlighted by an autographed Albert Pujols refractor. Just gorgeous card there, and a couple of really awesome Pedro Martinez inserts from the very early years of insert cards. So besides those great pickups, there were also a few different videos for me where I wanted to give them extra shine and show some highlights from their videos of what I found to be great things happening in the YouTube collecting community. The first one of these was really a nostalgia thing for me, as I opened so many of these cereal boxes that would have been the Ralston Purina brand, so we're talking Chex products, from this 1984 Topps created issue of some baseball cards. And here we've got Wolfpack Man opening some nostalgic goodness, so take a look.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Wolfpack Man YouTube channel. So Mike Schmidt, oh, Tom Seaver, sweet, Robin Yount, we got a second Mike Schmidt, Ricky Henderson, a third card in here is Carlton Fisk. Hey, Gary Carter is the first card. George Bratt, 8 for, and Fredlin, we went 8 for 9 though. That's pretty darn cool.
Up next is a highlight from FatherSon Vintage Cards. Great channel with Jake and his father RJ. This one's noteworthy for it being Jake's first solo effort on a video. He does a great job here explaining some of his favorite cards. Let's take a look at the highlights from this one.
Alright guys, let's see. I'm going to show you guys what my favorite cards that I did in the video was. My last one, the best card we have, and I like. 1954 Topps Jackie Robinson PSA 3, first PSA, first card that we got that was one of the most valuable cards that we have. It is the most valuable card that we have. Wow. And you cannot forget that smile. You cannot. Back. And I almost forgot. It's in an old PSA slab. Alright guys, that's all of the cards that I have to show you today.
This next one is from the Drew of Vintage Legacy. He wasn't able to make it to National this year, so he gave us a little video highlights of a local card show he went to that was very small, a one-table show, and just take a look at the highlights of this one.
Hey guys, it's Drew again. So I wasn't able to go to the National again, and maybe someday I'll get to go. I know a lot of you guys that didn't get to go are just waiting for videos to see what it was like and just really enjoy the experiences that others had, and I'm no different. I wasn't able to go to that, but there was a tiny little local show here, and I did go to it because I figured it was better than nothing. Don't really know if that's true anymore, and it was kind of weird, but I did film some stuff, and I figured I'd share it with you, so let's check. Oh, hello there. Hello? I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were texting.
It's not texting, it's solitaire.
Oh.
What can I help you with?
I was just looking at some of your cards. You've got some great cards here. Ooh, a Hank Aaron rookie card.
It's not for sale.
Oh. How about this 1956 Jackie Robinson?
It's not for sale.
Oh. Ty Cobb, no way!
It's not for sale. I'm talking to you, brewer.
Clearly the dealer stole the show on that one. Up next, we have got Joe over at Four Soft Corners celebrating the fact that over 2.5-year expedition of generating his own 53 top set was finally completed, and he has the big reveal of his final card, which was the big one of the set, none other than that Mickey Mantle. So let's take a look at the highlights from this big celebration from Joe.
So, Joe, why did you reach out to me? Why don't you tell everybody what your motivation was?
So I had to think about it today, how long I've been collecting the 53 top set, and I think it's been just a little over 2 years, which is kind of crazy because when I first started, it wasn't even really trying to build the set. It was just picking up some cards, and then it progressively grew more and more, and I've really focused on it the last 6 months or so. But so yeah, I wanted to get everybody together because I finally, it's been a journey, but I really, especially this year, focused in on it, and I was able to complete it. So a couple of weeks now I've had it completed for, and I just, instead of just doing a normal video, I wanted to do something a little special to celebrate. So I couldn't think of any better way than with some great friends that I've got to meet because of being on YouTube here. So, this is, again, not it's hard. Not that you're ranking any above them, but I figured we'd just start with card number 1. But I think people list this as a high number, but I think it's one. I think the high number started at 221, so this is card 220. So I believe it's still from the regular set, but ended up being lucky enough to. This card was raw when I got it, and I mean obviously the tape is on it, but still, it's as I mentioned with the other ones, this is probably the oldest Willie Mays card I'll ever own. Yeah. Condition aside, I'm so happy to own this card. I can't believe I own this card. This was the one where the whole time I had in my head thinking, I love this set, I love these cards, but I'm never gonna complete the set. It was because I didn't think I would ever pick this card up.
Hey Joe, why don't we just wait to show it?
you know, keep going. Show another card. That's where my 5-minute videos turned to 20-minute videos.
you know, what's everybody's plans for the National? Hey, you're not going, right? All right. Go ahead.
Come back tomorrow to see the reveal of this card.
Next Friday. Tune in.
Two-parter.
No, but here it is. I'll stop talking now and just show it. So here is my completion to the set.
Congrats.
This next one comes from Mookie Chilson, and it was his opportunity to share a story in which he got to speak to not one, not two, but 3 different Hall of Fame baseball players. It's quite the event. I loved hearing this story, and take a listen to these highlights.
Welcome back to the Mookie Chilson channel. And when the press conference finally started, he was flanked by Larry Doby, Ralph Branca, Don Larson, and to my surprise and amazement, Ted Williams was there. The 80-year-old Ted Williams, who had suffered a stroke a few years before, was there in a wheelchair to support his old pal Yogi Berra. And so the press conference began, and the media were asking all kinds of questions about the Yankees, about all kinds of things. And after those, the sort of professional press sort of died down a little bit, I chimed in myself. I asked my own question, and it was a 2-part question. I asked Yogi what he remembered about that 1954 MVP award, and I asked Larry Doby if there were any hard feelings about finishing second. Yogi responded. He said he was glad to win it, but he complimented Doby on his great season and the great year that the Indians had. And Larry said there were never any hard feelings between he and Berra, and he talked about how much he respected Yogi for the way he played the game and for their ongoing and enduring friendship. So it was really nice. I got a little surprise entrance there, and this guy came into the room. Can you see it there? That's Ted Williams there next to Yogi Berra. Ted, again, was in a wheelchair after suffering a stroke. And Ted and his attendant were walking right past me. As Larry Doby left, Ted Williams came in and started to come past me, and I took the opportunity to prod Ted with a quick question about the World Series that was currently going on at the moment. The Yankees were playing the Padres in 1998, and so I asked Ted, the first thing that came to my mind was, what do you think about Tony Gwynn and how he's doing in the World Series? And as his attendant escorted Mr. Williams past me in his wheelchair, Ted answered the question as he rolled out of the room. He said, I tell you, that kid is one of the best. He can hit the ball out of the ballpark, over the infield, through the infield, over the wall. He could drop down a bunt. And all of this while he's rolling away from me out of the room and like getting a little softer, but shouting still in that sort of famous Ted Williams way.
Now for my video of the month, I have got Hugo from Signs of the Pastime. I love what he's been doing, where he goes on location to various historic sites around Florida where he lives and gives us a glimpse of what used to be there and brings cards along that match up to the location, and he holds them like right in the spot where the picture was taken. It's just a cool thing he's doing there that I am really loving. So here is a few highlights from that video to end my string of highlights for the month of July.
Today's video brings us to Orlando, Florida, aka the City Beautiful. And it is a beautiful day because we're talking baseball, and we made it down the street to Camping World Stadium, where it was also the site of Tinker Field at one point. says here thousands of baseball players trained here, including Babe Ruth, Jackie Robinson, Harmon Killebrew, Rod Carew, Lou Gehrig, Warren Spahn, Hank Aaron, and Michael Jordan. Here at Tinker Field, the grandstand would stay right about here. The reason that's important is some cool baseball cards. The photos were taken like right here, right on the diamond. And I'm going to start with one of the greatest twins of all time, Hall of Famer Harmon Killebrew. As you can see in Harmon's card, the grandstand right behind him of Tinker Field, it's sat right here, like this. You see Harmon's really happy to be in Orlando for spring training, but that's where the grandstand once stood, right there. And another card that's pretty well known, it's Rod Carew's second-year card. It's 68 tops with the Rookie Cup trophy. And right behind Carew is, you can see there, that's the grandstand of Tinker Field. Right behind him there. And then the third one, it's very similar to the Harmon Killebrew. That's the 1975 tops. New Hall of Famer, Tony Oliva. As you can see behind him, the grandstand was right there. Yeah, pretty much right there. And of course, we got to show love to the pitchers. Another new Hall of Famer, Jim Cott. Right behind Jim, you see the grandstand there of Tinker Field. And it was right around here. See, he's right in the infield, where the infield is right here. So he was standing right about here. That's where all these guys are. Of all the cards that were taken here, all the photos, a lot of them show the grandstand, or they'll be out by the outfield fence. And those are great photos, but there's only one card I can find that actually shows this in the background. This guy was a player for the Twins. He managed the Twins, and he was a broadcaster. And of course, being signs of the pastime, not only are we showing you signs of America's pastime, where baseball once was, but of course I gotta show you an autographed card. And I have Frank Quillisi. And this Frank Quillisi, right behind him is the Camping World Stadium. Well, back then it was the Citrus Bowl. And Frank Quillisi, when he signs it, he put 7-11. Those are his jersey numbers. He was number 7 and number 11. And he stood right here. Get that out of the plastic, maybe you'll see it better. There it is. All right, right behind him. You can see there, that's the football stadium, right behind Frank. So he was right here, but this is what it looked like back then, 1967, when this photo was taken for his 68 tops.
So that's what I've got for you for this month. Once again, don't forget to come to our Sunday Marathon event. If
Tomorrow, be there or be square. Bye.
If you're not subscribed to 4 Collectors, please do so. Make yourself eligible to win. And everyone, you know, for future videos of this kind, I would love your help.
Help me help you.
I can't watch all of YouTube no matter how hard I try.
Try harder.
So any help from you guys out there to give shine where it is due is appreciated. Don't forget to email me at 4collectors@yahoo.com or my own address. You can find that on my channel on the About page.
Please stop begging. It's pathetic.
Thank you everyone for watching. Keep collecting. Welcome to 4 Collectors.